How's it going, guys? Quick video going over my trades from today. Price action today was beautiful. We got plenty of moves. There weren't really many fake outs. We were respecting levels well. Everything was running really smooth. We were able to take advantage of that. First play that I made today was on SPY. I actually made this play because of I was using the S&P 500. And let me clear some of these. I'm just going to clear those off. I was eyeing this trend line from the open. No, it was not. And once we broke above on this candle pretty much opened up. I entered calls, and my stop losses went anywhere below that trend line. So it was on this candle right here. We broke above, and I think I pretty much sold most of these right in this supply zone right here. So we got a nice move on that to start the day. Then went ahead and switched over to Oxy. It was really struggling. It had this breakout in the morning. It broke above that key level of 75.7. And then it quickly was rejecting above there. I waited for this candle to close in this nice inverse hammer at 7 a.m. And I went ahead and entered puts once we got this retest. And I rode these down to pretty much that this low, high of previous day. So this supply zone right here, sold almost all of them right here. Down at 74.75. Oxycon's move amazing. I've been loving the way this moves recently, and I've really enjoyed playing it. This was another breakdown that I was eyeing just a couple minutes ago, but I wasn't at my computer. But this was a really good breakdown you could have played on this descending triangle. All right, so we then switched over to Apple, and this was basically based off of what we've been seeing recently. We've been seeing a lot of these breakouts in the morning and then breakdowns towards 10 a.m. More than that, 9 a.m. area, and I played this as a wedge. Once this candle closed below this wedge and we got a retest right here, I entered puts, and I actually sold these way too early just because SPY was at support. So I actually think I sold them basically right after at 169, because 169 was a big level. It's been a big level in the past for Apple, and so I didn't really want to risk it with SPY at support in case it bounced. So definitely should have held at least some there, but I was up 15-20%. That's usually what I'm comfortable already taking profits with. So winner's a winner. After Apple, I want to say I switched over to Tesla. This one was pretty annoying. I was actually, another setup I was going to play was this descending wedge setup, but once it broke below this 293.65 level, I entered puts on this retest, and you could probably barely see it on this 805 candle. But honestly, with how fast Tesla cons move, this is 30% right here, just this candle. So I got 30% out of it, and then pretty much sold the second half at break even, because usually what I'll do is I'll move my stop loss to break even. I don't like having it go from green to red. So once it was, didn't quite get the move that I wanted, it broke below the level, had a successful retest, and it bounced hard off of this 291 support from August 23rd. So that was fine. I got 30% on the first half, second half sold at break even. Went ahead and played Twitter. I was eyeing this flag. It was coming right down to the support zone, and it was moving relatively well compared to the rest of the market. So I entered calls right here. I got in at around 40.4. We didn't get a retest, but I was comfortable with taking it just because of how strong it was, and a breakout like this is the perfect bull flag setup. And I pretty much rode these all the way up. This was probably my biggest winner of the day. We had a successful retest. I went ahead and moved my stop loss to below 40.54. This was a level from earlier and from yesterday. And then I think I want to say I sold the rest of them at this inverse hammer that we had. We did end up moving a little bit more, but inverse hammer for me usually is a no-go, and I'll exit. Last trade that I make was on SPY. There was a ton of good setups on SPY today, but this one was probably one of the best setups that I could find. And honestly, I was busy trading other tickers, so I wasn't really paying attention. There was a lot of things that I liked about this setup. First off, you had this trend line break. We have a high right here. We have our lower high. And then we have our break and retest, okay? So that was the first line of conviction. The second line of conviction is we have this support right here at 415.2. We bounced off right here. had a nice tweezer bottom, came back and bounced off again. And third line of conviction was just a technical setup, and I was on this as an inverse head and shoulders. We had a shoulder right here. Oops. Head and shoulder. So I pretty much got in right at around, I want to say 415.3. I actually recorded this trade. I might post it to my YouTube, but I'm not sure because it was kind of a lengthy one. You can see really just kept on going. But I did record this trade. I got in pretty much right at 415.3. There was 3 areas of conviction, which makes it an A plus setup. And then we got that bullish hammer. So that's 4 areas of conviction. That's really all you can ask for. And my first line of target was just right here at this 415.7 range, and then my second target was right here at this 415.6, 416.2 range. And we just kept on going. There was no red candles, so there was no reason to sell. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. All were pretty much basic setup. I focused on not using indicators today. It felt really good. I was using solely just technical setups on trend line breaks, supply and demand, and things like that. So it was great to just be confident with my entries. And I was almost on every single trade. I was entering within 20 cents of my stop loss. So I was pretty much risking nothing on all my trades. I was risking maybe 5-6% on those cons with the reward of 10-30% on those cons. So that's it for me. I hope these videos are somewhat helpful and they teach you kind of what I'm looking for throughout the day and trying to make it as simple as possible. So let me know in the comments if there's anything you guys want me to focus on more, and if you just find these videos helpful in general. Thank you.